Well, here we are, Friday, and what a week it has been. Let's do a quick recap before we close because there was a lot of goodness in the episodes this week. So, Monday, we started at the foundation that fear of failure is almost never about the failure itself. It's about what we think that failure means about us. And we came back to that fear acronym, the fantasized experience appearing real, and noting that the disaster we're dreading doesn't exist yet. It lives only in our imagination. And saying that courage isn't the absence of fear, it's the decision to act anyway. Then on Tuesday, we discussed the fact that most people don't fear failure. They fear what failure means about them, and how when their identity gets tangled up with their performance, a bad run becomes a verdict on who they are, which steals their joy and ability to stay present. Then Wednesday, we turned to scripture and I shared some verses that have meant a great deal to me personally. We saw that fear is not our design, that God has given us a spirit of power, love, and a sound mind. We looked at how remembering God's faithfulness and remembering our own successes are actually the same strategy, using evidence from the past to anchor us when fear tries to pull us into an imagined future. And then Thursday, we got practical. I gave you 3 tools for the next time fear shows up. Process focus, which was redirecting your attention to what you can control right now in this moment. And then doing one thing every day that scares you, because as we talked about, fear shrinks when you walk towards it and grows when you walk away. And then the ACT strategy applied to fear: acknowledge it, check it, trade it. So none of those tools ask you to eliminate fear. All of them work with it because the goal was never to become fearless. The goal is to become someone who acts in spite of fear. And that brings me to what I really want to leave with you this week. So 1 John 4:18 says that perfect love casts out fear. So notice not willpower, not positive thinking, but love. The deep, settled, like knowing inside that you're loved, not because of your performance, not because of your last run, but simply because of who you are. So when that truth becomes your foundation, when your identity is grounded in something that a poor performance can never touch, fear loses its grip. It may still show up, it will, but it no longer gets the final say. So you were not made for fear. You were made for power, love, and a sound mind. And every time you feel the fear and take action anyway, you are living proof of that. So let's close this week the way it deserves to be closed. On your feet, chin up, shoulders back, every inch of you engaged, and repeat after me like you mean it. Because after everything we talked about this week, I'm guessing you really do mean it. I feel the fear and take action anyway. Okay, one more time, like someone who has decided that fear will not get the final word. I feel the fear and take action anyway. Awesome. So next week, we are shifting gears to talk about motivation, daily routines, commitment, the compounding effect of showing up consistently and why doing a little bit every day really does add up to a lot. It's going to be a practical, encouraging, momentum building week. So come on back.